Wassail, beautiful people. So it's pick a pile. What message is Spirit wanting to share with you today? So there are three choices. You can pick Pluto with Needle, Crocus of Mars with Ken, and Moon in Aries with Vein. So have a look at the cards for a bit and then go down to the timestamps pinned in the comments below and enjoy your reading. Did you pick Pluto and Needle, which is 41, 25, 41. So mending shadows, Pluto 0 degrees of Aquarius. This is a time to identify stuck shadows and mend them. So Spirit wants to give you this message that now is the time for due diligence on things that worry you. Fixing the things that worry and stress you. I've got the wrong deck. I wanted to start with the Liffruma. To get a bit more on this theme of mending shadows. The polarity is I am returned, I am buried. Dig yourself out. Seems to be the message. It's time to dig yourself out of your shadow world and transform. The eye hole of the needle, inwardness, absolutely gorgeous. Coming into your nowness. Inwardness is the present gateway. Temple gate created by us. You see, the shadows are the life, the world that we create through our previous experiences. And it's time to move forwards, unpick the past threaded traumas, clogging your previous future pathways. So this is a huge opportunity to transform the energy of where your previous future was heading. And this is the opportunity to rewrite a new future to head towards. Resow the tales of woe entangled around you, stopping you stepping into the unembroidered now. This is a chance to reweave your life, your future, your dreams, your hopes, and your experiences moving forwards. Look not backwards nor forwards. The present step is the right step. Willing for and hoping for will not enliven your future. Dreams need current action. So this opportunity to step into a now, Vedandi, the Norn of the present, write the story. There's something about how you've been, there's a lot of watery energy here on these two cards. So there's something here about feeling like you're psychically drowning, feeling like you're caught at the bottom of the ocean, waterlogged, emotionally logged. Waterlogged, emotionally logged. You are caught in the weight of emotions. And this is offering you a chance to fix that psychic density, I guess, is the energy that they're looking at here. This soft timpani roll that comes with Pluto. It's almost a drain. It's like the Pluto is Lord of the Underworld. and all that's under the soil, the nutrients. It's like there's so much emotion in the soil that first of all you need to drain the soil. So there's something here about aerating, creating little holes, pushing in to allow water to drain away that psychic, emotional trouble that you experience, to just drain away. And there's something here you don't need to analyze the water. You just need to accept that you are waterlogged, emotionally blocked, or drowning in psychic sensations. And you need to create drainage. But you don't need to analyze it. You just need to accept that it's the thing to do. And then you have Un. The bliss, the comfort of just existing in the now, not over-analyzing. Don't over-analyze. I'm also drawn, Pluto's 25, onwardness is 70. So you've got a 7-7 here. So a little bit more. Coming into the bliss of the present. No more Liffruma. It wants me to move on to the beautiful musical alchemy of astrology deck. I can't wait for this to be available to you all. It's so exciting building a new deck. Solar eclipse. Now that's interesting. I was just looking at needle being 4-1-5 and wind being 8. And now we have 8-5. This is a turning point. This is an energy of opportunity, a musical suspension. It's almost like that need to drain away all the emotions is the musical suspension. Pause in your now moment so that you can reclaim your sacred breath. The doors of reception. Be open to these transformations in the now. Step into that moment and be ready for that energy. Developing fate, a new direction forwards is what's being offered to you today. And obviously we have the energy of both the sun and the moon. But in conjunction, your life force working with your emotions. So as this energy drains away, the boggy world in which you're existing, you're allowing this opportunity for some kind of new, cleaner, dried, emotionally alive life force. So what else do we have? I'm just going to turn that over. I am open, I am closed. Open to opportunities. Be open to the opportunities. Don't close them off by sitting in the waterlogged emotions. And then we have Saturn. 21, the divine masculine. It's about pain absorbing, but it's also this energy. The opportunities come from not being judgmental or harsh on your own experiences to this point. Remember, Pluto's having this energy at the moment of 20-year cycles. Living linear time. We only live linear time properly when we come into the now. When we stop burdening and waiting, as in WEIGHT, putting weight onto the past or the future, existing in the now, finding your purpose. But you won't find your purpose looking in the past or looking in the future. Spirit saying your purpose is in the now moment. Right here, right now. Right here, right now, right here, right now. Interesting lunar eclipse. So now you've got both solar eclipse and lunar eclipse and Saturn. So you've really got this energy of a journey through the Janus Geminis, a new passageway through time, a new opportunity. Esoteric shadow feasting. So there are these shadows in the waterlogged land around you, and you're draining that away, and you're feasting on this esoteric shadow frequency. But again, I want to say you're not analysing it. You don't need to analyse this. You're being offered the opportunity to drink in the moon hair's immortal elixir. You see, sunless solutions, it's interesting that there's something about trust here, the frequency of trusting in the healing that's coming through the opportunity to exist in your present moment. The comfort, the bliss of the present moment. Let's get a little bit more. This is a very powerful reading. Regulus and Mary the Alchemist. In your element. Fluid ad libitum. So by being in the now, you're flowing in an energy where, I don't want to say you're making life up, but in many ways you are. But what you're doing is you're flowing in the now to allow frequencies to alchemize around you. Mary the Alchemist offers that opportunity of alchemy, the creatrix of the Philosopher's Stone. True alchemical completeness awaits you in your present moment. I am sonorous, I am muted. Healed living. It's time to move to a healed living. I am full, I am empty. The songwriter. Is it possible for you to make up the tune of your new song moving forwards in your now moment? Because that's what Spirit's asking you to do, to be very present and allow it's like there's a series of frequencies, tunes, chords, musical notes that sit in your present moment surrounding you. Reach out and tune into those. Ignore the past, ignore the future, and create your life, your perfect, your blissful, comfortable life in the now moment. 9699. There's a real divine outer world existence just sitting there. And then you have Moon in Scorpio, opposition, and semi-sextile. Moon in Scorpio is besting Bête Noires. Bête Noires are the shadows, the beasts of the shadows. That's the Pluto energy at the beginning. This is a portal of re-death. So what does that mean? It means with that Saturn energy, absorbing your own pain to birth yourself anew. Sung realm recreation. You sing your tune. You resonate your path forwards. And semi-sextile is the tangible path of potential. But between that, you have this quantum entangled tension of the opposition. Opposition's a really powerful card, offering you so much opportunity. I am oneness or I am contrasting. Can you look within yourself and see the polarities open wide and see the importance of the space between two contrasting ideas and how you can merge them into a now moment. It's almost finding your space between the two polarities. The symbol has the two polarities, and you could say in this situation, the polarities are your past and your future, and you're settling into your now moment. And you're making stock. You're making future blisses possible by understanding that the best place for you to currently live your life is in the now, without the weight of the past and the future. This is a very different tempo. Again, we've got this energy that comes up a lot at the moment of whale songs. Tune into the songs the whales are singing, because the whales are singing their songs in the now. They're not singing them in the past. They're not singing them in the future. They're singing them for you right now. Lapping waves. So there is all the way through this connection to water, the waterlogged, taking on, holding burdens more than you need. You need a greater sense of clarity. You need a greater sense of joyful, energetic movement. Can you taste the incoming possibilities? And what are those incoming possibilities? They're all this wonderful frequency sitting in your now for you to feast on. I am selfless, I am selfish. I am oneness, I am contrasting. I am optimistic, I am pessimistic. You see, there's something here with optimistic and pessimistic, past and future. The space between those two is where you are at your greatest power, your most alchemizing frequency. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. You just look at the numerology sitting around. Not seeing clues there. Okay, so that's your reading. Drain the waterlogged psychic emotional bog and transform your now, which will enhance the energies of future possibilities and opportunities. Absorb your own pains without analyzing them. Let them go, let them drain away, so that you can sit, you can surface with your sacred breath. I'm being drawn at the end to this bismuth energy of Pluto, the unknown metamorphosis. You have to trust that you can write this song and that you're not waiting on Spirit. Spirit has set everything up in your now moment, in your present, for you to tune into all those possibilities, new opportunities, to be in your element. It's fantastic reading. Sonorously singing your now moment. Wassail. Did you pick Crocus of Mars and Ken? 94 and 6. The immediate energy from these two symbols, Crocus of Mars is actioning something, and then Ken is the divine spark. It's like understanding how to put a divine kick-starting energy onto something you wish to materialize or action into your now moment. Crocus of Mars. Crocuses are where we select and pull the stamen to create saffron, something that takes a great deal of patience. And there is an energy here of having shown great patience, but also a little energy of frustration that has begun to dissipate so that you're in a position to understand your true colours, or the true colours of materializing, the magic of bringing something forwards. It's about being I, not becoming I, but being I. I am I. And I is an actioning energy of being present in the physical world. Me is the energy of potentials within the crucible of creation. So there's an augmented fourth energy, or diminished fifth, depending on how you look at it. C and F sharp. So grounding the heart's desires. So working in unison with your masculinity and your femininity. So this is about producing magic as opposed to musing magic. This is the bridger of realities from the crucible of creation, bringing something into the present moment. The divine principle of actioning potential and the divine principle of birthing potential. So working with this energy of the crucible of creation, the crocus of Venus, you're in the energy of bringing something you've dreamt of into your now, giving the divine spark kick to bring this into your real world around you. It's very gorgeous energy. So let's see what the Liffruma deck wants to add. Watergafal and Perth. So we've got a 5-4 and a 1-4. Perth is very much that energy of receivership, but being brought into the physical. So something from the crucible of creation that you have thought up, tuned into, understand, that's waiting. So the waterfall, this mystical healing that is full of a sense of joyful laughter, dancing, being very present, feels like your crucible of creation is now overflowing, and finally that energy is coming down, it's raining down on you. Yeah, both of these cards are about dancing. So you have, as sure as the waters wear the rocks, or rise through the trees, create the clouds, or dance throughout blood as sacred songs, samba with the cascading joy of water's ceaseless laughter. Will you not dance in and reach for my cosmic fruit offered and surf the cosmos with me? This is an opportunity to ride a new wave of actioning dreams and desires into your now moment. So let's see what else the Musical Alchemy of Astrology deck has. I can't wait for this to be available for you all. It's such a joy to shuffle. Aries, Flaming Action, and Sappho, Electrifying Wordsmithery. There's something here about stating, speaking, singing out loud. There's this dance. It's almost like you need to get yourself into some kind of divine, ecstatic state of movement, and in that state begin to speak the anchor which will draw this downpouring from your crucible of creation using your crocus of Mars energy. Aries is ruled by Mars, and it's sea again, bringing this energy in so that it can be present in your life. Again, evening bathing rituals is really pulling, or wanting to be noticed, being very present. This idea of cleansing, removing, imagining all of the blockages that you have that has stopped you materializing your heart's desires or your dreams, that needs to be cleansed away. Sensual serenading. Serenading your other self, your elven self, your higher self, working together. That other higher elven self sits in the crucible of creation. It is the well, the waterfall of that thing. Connect, because Sappho's showing this energy of Venus. And although that's not the energy of the crucible of Venus in its formation, the way these two symbols are sitting either side, they're interlinked, because part of materializing something is about you understanding that it requires both you and your other higher elven self frequency to work together. The dancing part is something to do with you are the physical incarnation. Your other self can't dance in the physical because it's a consciousness energy. And so somehow you're working here to bring an ecstatic shaking of your molecular structure, to tune it to receive the Perth energy, to allow that frequency to come towards you. That was interesting. Those two cards shot right across. Antimony and vitriol. Whoa. So antimony, you see, antimony is the symbol of Venus upside down. And that often comes across to me as higher elven self frequency. So you're actioning through dance the connection with your other spiritual self. Wolf protection. It's like when you become, I want to say, a pack. It's only two frequencies. It's your physically anchored consciousness working with your spirit self to transform the keys of opportunity, because vitriol is like the same symbol turned sideways, but it has the beginnings of the format of the crocus of Venus, about the shaping of that symbol. And that's going inside your physical body. You need to bring your spirit self into your physical body, because that's where your heart's desires, your inner earth void frequency is waiting to be unlocked. Visiting Earth's interior to heal and discover the hidden stone. That's what's being offered here to you, is this chance to connect, put more of your consciousness into your physical body so that you can unlock the crocus of Mars energy to bring something towards you. I am durable and I am found. Found by your spirit self in a more conscious way. I am expressive action. Oh, and then the Philosopher's Stone. So you're finding your cosmic loom. This is a connection, this opportunity. Tune into your cosmic loom. Interesting 6777. This notion that there's something waiting to leap just one step forwards. And 9 and 8 is 17. So there's this rolling energy of hidden sevens hitting some kind of spiritual jackpot that just takes the turn of a key, the cycle of keys. Prima materia, all of the things that exist in the physical world are possibilities to be opened by you from within you through your spirit self. What else? Moon in Sagittarius, new philosophical mission. The storybook writer. The last reading was about singing your own song. Again, this is about writing your own philosophical mission. So Chiron has turned and is hidden in the deck. But Chiron is to be healed. Material and esoteric realm straddler, echoing the frequency of the crocus of Mars. Again, there's something about materializing magic, your true pigmentation frequency, that talks about the need to accept that you can live a healed life. And that somehow makes the materialization of new possibilities more easy to connect with, soothing your nervous system. Shadow healing, qualified and healed. I am qualified, I am healed. And then your reading is ending with Compose, House 9, Libra, House 7, and Ceres, the seat of the soul. So there's something here about drawing in a new expansive philosophical mission to arouse your spirit self to nestle more fully in the seat of your sacral. I'm drawn to this open air concert. Sowing and harvesting. But what are you sowing and harvesting? Self-love, going back to that Sappho frequency, sensual serenading of your spirit self to bring more of their frequency into your physical coding. So you are recoding here. You're recoding your Philosopher's Stone. I don't really want to say rule book, but the mission statement of your current existence. I am composed. I am stimulating and growing. So this opportunity for some kind of new space to fill within your life is really quite strong. There's something about a big change of direction though. The composed energy has a sense of horizontalness and Libra has this sense of vertical frequencies. And again, Libra is offering us the F sharp. Aries has the C. And in the Crocus of Mars, remember, we had that diminished fifth, augmented fourth. It's the exact midway point at which two things can resonate separately but be part of the same energy. And the interval of the diminished fourth is waiting for a kind of resolution, a 5-1 sort of energy. Vaporize to spiritualize, triple point paragon. So the triple point paragon is the energy frequency when all of the elemental frequencies come into perfection. It's the energy of the point at which, say, water, under the right temperature and pressure, can be found in all three states: solid, liquid, and gas. So this is about coming into an expansive moment that opens this vitriol energy, this hidden stone, and your philosopher's stone, to reprogram your frequencies. Something really deeply transformative working through you here. Libra is also 7. So it's almost like this vitriol card is waiting for the triple point paragon energy to be met, the point at which you're solid, liquid, and gas. And then you'll get 6, 7, 7, 7, 7. Composes 7, 2. There's so many sevens. It's like being on the precipice of hitting the jackpot in terms of your spiritual journey, your growth, your connection to your spirit self. That's the energy. Your spirit self wants you to understand it's there. It just wants you to allow it in with more room for that frequency to resonate within your caudal clarity is the word that's being put, well, 2 words, caudal clarity. A new clarity, a new understanding, a new psychic connection, electrifying wordsmithery. That's what's being offered. The chance to enhance your world through understanding how to draw in the frequency and materialize something from the crucible of your creation, to action it into the I am I moment. Beautiful. Did you pick Moon in Aries 28 with 5-6 vane, which is about the weather vane, changing your emotional destiny, is the main frequency I'm picking up from here. So you have the moon, A, and you have C, which is Mars frequency, grounding something in, but asserting your independence in how you work on this. So a lead guitar solo. Can you step to the fore of your own emotional song and be the lead in your own emotional journey?
Hang on.
So let's just shuffle the room up and get, oh, there we go. 2 cards, they fell right on the recording device. So we have Raza 73 and we have Elks 15. So exploring and alchemizing a new way of being, but knowing that you are the one protecting yourself. So exploring self-protection, assertive independence, being more daring, leading your emotional journey through excitement, exploring new emotional feelings, new ways to feel, new ways to love, but by protecting yourself, by showing versatility in your emotional makeup. This really is about transforming, bringing a new frequency, a wind of change to your emotional makeup and how emotions sit within your being. Sorry, I'm going to go to the poems. I'm already shuffling cards. All the old gold has dulled. That seems to be part of the recognition that must be made, that the emotional confinements that you're experiencing are driven by other people's exploration of life. That old golden energy has now dulled. Inventiveness slips in like a sea fret. So there's something about inventiveness coming in like a sea fret. A sea fret is a mist that rolls in from the sea and hides and clouds. It's a very Neptune energy to bring in something to get your emotions hidden. Are you daring enough? And that is that energy on the back of Moon in Aries, to be daring. Are you daring enough to stand in your own self-protection, emotional self-protection? Are you willing to explore you? So it wants you to explore the waves of energy, the waves of emotions that are being created and rolling in nebulously around you, and standing firm in the strength of your ability to listen. Listening is the key to understanding, but listen to the emotions that are coming in towards you, and how do you wear those inside your soul? Versatility. There's something really clothing, comforting, cradling about these foggy new emotions that you're exploring. So let's just give this Musical Alchemy of Astrology deck a little shuffle. I can't wait for this to be on sale for you all, because it's such an exciting deck to explore with. Uranus, Gaia, primordial thought changer. That's what's going on here. You are changing your thoughts by owning your own divine thread of consciousness. So there's an energy here of platinum, which is a galactic aligner frequency. It's a frequency offering to bring you some kind of deep resolution beyond time, clarifying doubts that you've had. It's like waking up and seeing the emotions that you explore the world with as not being your true frequency. They're somebody else's. You've become too reliant on the emotional language of others rather than the emotional language of yourself. And now you're being given this chance, this opportunity. Spirit wants you to reach your own conclusions, explore emotions through your own language. And now we have South Node, the personal grimoire. The grimoire is the magic book that you come in with. It's this energy of the anthology of songs, the anthology of emotions, the anthology of thoughts, the anthology of magic that you bring with you. But it's like you're reading from somebody else's grimoire. You need to start reading from your own book of magic. You need to create the things. Gifts brought from your past lives, not other people's past lives. I am changed and I am gifted. So as you transform here, as you change your emotional makeup, as you explore protecting yourself through your own truths, you're bringing in this energy of recognizing, uncovering gifts that are within you that have almost been slightly ignored because you weren't in your own tonic, you weren't in your own key, you were working in the keys of others. And that's what's been changed here. In fact, there's something about wearing the colours of others that exists within the vein rune card and rune stone. So this notion of shining with someone else's truths rather than your own. You've got to change and start reading your own personal grimoire, your anthology of songs, your anthology of emotions, your anthology of magic. So coveting others' talents has been part of this frequency, but they want you to covet their talents. What you have to do is to go in and say, these are my talents. I've just rediscovered the index in my own grimoire, and actually I'm more interested in where I came from and what I have to offer myself than what somebody else is telling me. So here we have amalgamation, we have remove, and we have Leo. I mean, it's a very clear energy of saying amalgamation is to be drawn together, a double concerto. So this is when two instrumentalists play something together. But this double concerto is more like the concerto of you playing from someone else's songbook and now seeing that there are new melodies in your songbook. And by playing your new tunes, these other people want to join you in your frequencies. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's about a balance of cycles. You've gone along with their energies. Now it's time for you to inspire them with your gifts, your truths. And so you're almost removing the old songs to replace them with new. And your songs with this Leo card are incredibly playful. And they're going to allow you to extract essential components that inspire you, that fire you up. So Moon in Aries, obviously Aries is cardinal fire, and this is fixed fire. Within your personal grimoire, there's this wonderful, warm, fiery, playful energy just waiting to come out. So I am playful or I am serious. I kind of feel like the word serious, you're going to run into that word where people are going to keep asking you, are you serious about what you're currently embarking on? And your answer is, of course I am, but I'm playful with it. So the next card we have is Distill. Column 3, Thoughts. Changing your thoughts. This really is what this is about. Changing your thoughts changes your recognition of your desires. So we have this frequency of Venus here. Venus is love with physical desires. The desires for us to have certain things, to bring certain things into our world, to draw ourselves towards things. But first of all, we have to remove the energy of others. So you have to recognize the desires that belong to you. distilling them, so bringing them up into that kind of nebulous sea fret energy, because that's how the desires are coming in. They're kind of coming in to slightly shroud you so that you can begin to tune into the truth of what your heart has, this perfect cadence which is in your personal grimoire, this energy of transformation. The psychological immune system, that's what you're strengthening here by recognizing your heart's desires. That will strengthen you. What you desire in your heart, there is an energy here of the thoughts of others telling you what you can't have. But if it's in your heart to have this, then it's your truth. It's your primordial thoughts. And so you need to change that energy, move that frequency forward. Look, Uranus always wins. So now you have lunar eclipse. Just going to keep going. Oh, Regulus. That came out, I'm sure, in another reading earlier. Oh, a moon in Aquarius. So there's something here, this esoteric shadow feasting. The moon hair's immortal elixir resonates within your heart. You are inspired, you are tuned into yourself more effectively as you work through your heart's desires, by recognizing the things you desire that others have told you under their grimoire that you can't have or are not part of your truth. You're now learning to tune in to the fog of your heart and find that within that space is such rarefied beauty that transforms you, brings you into your element, and offers this precipitous outpouring of love. There's something here about the perfect cadence on Venus and the moon in Aquarius, the climactic crescendo. It's so close. It's driving itself towards that perfect 5-1 resolution, this perfect cadence. Emotionally planting deep love. Psychic fountain dancing. So there's all of this crowned frequency that's heading towards you, that enters your heart playfully, joyfully, that's coming in, but you have to distill, you have to concentrate, you have to focus on the truth within your heart. And don't feel embarrassed by the stories of others. This is about writing your tune, assertive independence. Become your lead guitar solo. That's this energy here. I am unveiled, I am sonorous, and I am unique. We're all unique, but do we recognize that? Or do we compare and contrast ourselves with those of others around us who really are telling their story a little too loudly? You need to take command, control, and change your perception of your own heart and soul to crown yourself and to draw in the desires in your heart that you wish to live by. So gorgeous. I particularly love this. There's something very powerfully left of field with the lunar eclipse, all the dark energies, the shadows, and then those shadows that have been holding you back just remove themselves, and the energy bursts in with such speed. Venus has got this energy, explosiveness. Regulus, Moon in Aquarius. They're really explosive frequencies, and they're dealing in the frequency of bringing this consciousness, heart's desires, into the physical. Because on Moon in Aquarius we have F, A and B. So you have the Moon, A, you have F, Saturn, and B, Uranus. Uranus rules Aquarius. You can change to connect, to crown yourself with your own rulership of your journey moving onwards. That's the energy that you're getting here. You have the power to crown, to self-coronate in the energy of love, heart's desires, warm-hearted incubation, playfully growing that energy, concentrating that energy, beginning to play a lead guitar solo that inspires a double concerto where you are the composer. You're no longer the second player, the second fiddle, playing to somebody else's tune. This is about gaining control over your own frequencies. Gorgeous. So wassail.